Uncertainties in the airline industry are what Air Wisconsin is telling its employees tonight after announcing yet another round of layoffs. Samantha Cavalli tells us how the local Workforce Development Board is assisting in this first alert update.
Air Wisconsin's corporate headquarters empty Friday after the company announced Thursday it was making further reductions to its workforce.
No matter the size, it's large because it's always painful for someone to go through something like this.
In a notice filed with the state, it lists a number of positions impacted, including executive, management, and administrative positions. Kate Olson handles rapid responses for the Bay Area Workplace Development Board. Her job is to bring in experts to help guide people through next steps after an unexpected layoff, such as job training and resume help.
Right now, what we're seeing is 128 individuals between Milwaukee and Appleton, with Appleton having about 117 of those specifically that will be impacted.
This is the second set of layoffs for the company just this year. In January, they announced more than 500 people would be laid off beginning March 31st.
I'm confident that they have a plan moving forward that's going to make sure that it's going to remain a strong company.
Earlier this year, the company announced it will stop flying for American Airlines, announcing a strategic alignment to focus on essential air services. The contract with American ended April 3rd. Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson says with the airline industry changing rapidly, Air Wisconsin is used to these types of challenges.
We've experienced turbulence before. But we're confident that this is a strong company and that they're going to continue to grow in our community.
We've reached out to Air Wisconsin for comment on the recent layoffs, but have not heard back. In Appleton, Samantha Cavalli, Action 2 News.